Hello, welcome to the weekly technical analysis review here at xm.com. I'm Rafi Bajajan, currency analyst, and today is Monday, June the 25th. The pairs we're going to be looking at for this week are the euro dollar, the dollar Looney, and the Aussie dollar. We're going to start first with euro dollar. We can see that the pair is looking fairly bullish in the short term. RSI, although it is flattening just below the 50 neutral level, it has recovered sharply from Friday, and the stochastics are pointing outwards. We can see the percentage K line just about to enter overbought territory. There is some resistance though at the 20-day moving average, which also coincides with the 50% Fibonacci retracement of the upleg from 1.1509 to 1.1850. So if the pair fails to break above that resistance, we could see prices heading back down again, and with the key support being the 1.1507 level. That's a the lowest in a year. Below that, we do have the 161.8% Fibonacci projection at 1.13, and below that we have the 261.8% Fibonacci at 1.0960. However, if we do see today's upside momentum strengthening further and prices break above that key resistance area around 1.1680, the next target upwards will be the 1.1850 level. That could be interpreted as the neckline if we take the recent price trend as a double bottom. We saw the low from early in May at 1.1509, and then the June low 1.1507, and the neckline being formed around 1.1850. That's also where the 50-day moving average is currently at. So a key resistance area there around 1.1850. A break above that level could potentially signal a trend reversal to the upside, though at the moment the medium-term picture is still very much bearish. If we now turn to the dollar Looney pair, we can see that on Friday we did have resistance at 1.3380. That was a one-year high, and it was also a low from back in May 2017. If prices do manage to break above that level, we could then see the next resistance coming from the 78.6% Fibonacci retracement at around 1.3422, and clearing that level would open the way towards the 15 months high 1.3793, just below the 1.38 level, all the way from back in March 2017. If we look at short-term indicators, RSI, it's looking fairly bullish at the 70 level, though it has eased a little bit since Friday. If we do see the further easing of that positive momentum, we could then see prices falling towards the 61.8% Fibonacci at around 1.3130. That was also a previous resistance level from back in March. Below that, we have the 50% Fibonacci retracement of that down leg from 1.3793 to 1.2060, and that's support level is also significant because it's also where the 50-day moving average is currently standing. If prices were to drop below that level, it would mean the positive bias being erased, and it would shift the focus to the downside. If we now turn to the Aussie dollar pair, we can see a mixed picture. The stochastics are pointing upwards, and we can see percentage K line has recovered into positive territory. Though the RSI has weakened today, it is pointing downwards. There is immediate support coming from around 0.7412. That was the low from back in early May. If prices were to break back were to break below that level, there we could then see that 1 year low of 0.7345 being targeted once again, and a breach of that 1 year low, that key support level around 0.7345 would reinforce the medium-term bearish picture, with the next target being the 161.8% Fibonacci projection of the upper leg from 0.7412 to 0.7676. That comes around the 0.7250 area. To the upside, if we do see the stochastics gaining further ground, and we do see further improvement in the upside momentum, then we could likely to see resistance coming from the 78.6% and the 61.8% Fibonacci levels, around 0.7468 and 0.7512. But the key target on the upside is the 50% Fibonacci at around 0.7544. That's also where the 50-day moving average currently is. If there is a break above that level, it would signal a shift to more bullish bias, and would open the way towards that 1.5 months high of 0.7676 we saw back in early June. That's it from me. Thank you very much for watching, and have a great day.